Hey everyone, welcome to the MDM Minute. So, by special request, I was asked to produce a video or body geometry about dark influences or black energy. And, I have a lot of experience in working with low vibe energies over the course of my career and what I do. And the second part of that request was a statement along the lines that people are told today that if you don't put your attention on them, they can't influence you. And there's some truth to that. And there's also some conjecture to it as well. So let me kind of start off with what my experience and my belief system is, okay? I believe that everything is energy. And because everything is energy, we are all interconnected, and that interconnectedness is what science coins the quantum realm. Okay, it's a place that has no past and no future. There's only the now or pure consciousness, and our consciousness just rages around it. A multitude of realities rage around it all the time. And when so I I kind of shy away from religion topics per se, just because, I find myself extremely spiritual. I was religious at one point, and then I chose a different path, which is a spiritual path. And the teachings that I now bring to the world were vastly different to what I learned in religion. And, so beyond the good and evil part of it, you have what I call source. It's the Godhead, it's Buddha, it's Jesus, it's whatever you believe in, but it is the source of all creation, and it is the highest form of love and vibration in the universe. And outside each one of the outside of source, you have rings, and each ring is a layer of vibration. And the first ring outside of source is the archangels, and then it goes further out. And the further something goes out from source, the lower it vibrates. Okay, so when you talk about black energy and dark energy, I personally don't believe in good versus evil anymore, light versus dark. What I do believe in is levels of vibration. The further something out from source is, the lower it's going to vibrate. And on the human level, that could be considered, something along the lines of dark energy, or dark influences. Now, putting your attention on these and having them influence you, well, some of that is true. So for instance, I did a video a couple years ago, and I was very clear about this, about unplugging. And the concept around it was to leave your cell phone at home more times than not. Don't turn on the TV. Don't read the newspaper. Don't watch the internet. And in essence, you're cutting yourself off from the outside world, so you really have no idea what's going on. But that was never my point to it. My point was to stop the dark influences, or that dark energy from coming in. Because what is one thing you notice today more than you have ever noticed any time in your life? It's all the fucking bullshit that you read constantly. There is so much negativity out there. Okay, go to a website that you absolutely get your news from, okay, and find one inspiring story on the front page. And I guarantee you, I bet you absolutely will not. Why? Because there's a frequency that's happening, okay? One thing you would have never noticed 10 years ago is walking into a restaurant, a bar, a train station, a public areas. What do you have now? You have TVs everywhere, and the sound is on everywhere. I went into a Mexican restaurant. Okay, I counted 10 or 11 TVs just in the bar. Never mind the restaurant. In the bar, they were everywhere. And it's not even a sports bar. It's a Mexican bar. You go there to drink tequila. So, my point was that you can never ignore the influences of dark energy. But what you can do is be conscious about them and understand that they cannot influence you if you don't let them. Okay, it's very much like the truth shall set you free, but that's not true. It's facing the things that cannot be undone shall set you free. And you know, I I once upon a time used to perform exorcisms, energetic exorcisms, and to the way I perceive them, and this is when I was much younger, a little crazier, a little bit more daring in what I did, and would get in the session, and what would be considered a very dark energy, or maybe something satanic, to me it's just low vibe. It has a purpose like everything else, and I would go in and broker that agreement, and off it would go. So if you don't if you are conscious about these energies, they can't do anything to you as long as you're aware of them. Okay, when you're aware of them, they have no control over you, regardless of where your mindset is. It's when you're not aware of them that they have the influence to come inside. So my advice to you is love yourself. Go through life with an upbeat attitude. Stay unplugged as much as you can. Love yourself, love your family, and ultimately, look at the positive things in life. And if you have a problem seeing the positive things in life, that's because you don't love yourself. And once you really start loving yourself, the positive things will just absolutely start to bubble up. And they are absolutely amazing. When you go to bed at night, have a positive thought. When you get up in the morning, have a positive thought. Because remember, folks, and this is energy work spirituality 101. Okay, you are responsible for the reality you create based on your thoughts. You want to have an amazing day, have a great thought when you get out of bed, because your environment will mimic, okay, what you're outputting. You will attract exactly what you're putting out. And that's it. That's energy work spirituality 101. You create it as you move through it. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on the whole dark energies and being influenced by them in life. Thanks, folks. Have an awesome day.